Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back. I understand, it's been a while. Short story, laptop died, and that was what was doing most of my recordings and whatnot. And while the computer can do streaming and video encoding, it's not set up to do both at the same time. It was just a problematic all around for all of us, but it's okay. We've got a new laptop. It's a completely different setup. It's a little unusual for me, I apologize. But at least the microphone's the same, so we can find some comfort there. It's the only normal thing I've got going for me. So, I did lose pretty much all my save data that I was working on with the other stuff. So that's a little bit awkward. Like, I managed to save quite a lot. Save data just wasn't necessarily one of those things, especially for all the emulated stuff I was doing. So, like, I did some thinking, and I thought, why don't we just go back and redo Pokémon PureRed? And there is actually a good reason for this. They actually updated PureRed from when we last were playing it back in the day. So long ago, and it's got like some actual balance changes and whatnot. So, I'll do just a quick through. There's a lot of options, right? You've got like, you know, the instant. That's the normal. Normally it's like fast, medium, slow. We're just gonna do instant because we're crazy. We know what's going on. And then you've got all this stuff that's going on. You can set off the different colors. We're going to actually do the OG Plus, which I think just adds some additional things to it. You can change to how some of the battle options as well, like Ghost to Psychic dealing good double damage or nothing at all. Ice, you can set it to Ice to Fire, specifically normal or half damage. I believe these are the normal options, like in Gen 1. We will turn on the experience bar. It's a nice thing, trust me. This one, the NPC PP, that's the power points, how many times you can use a move. In the original Gen 1, it doesn't keep track of your opponents, it only keeps track of yours. So your opponent can just use infinite number of moves. And that's one of the nice things is you can turn it on and make it a little bit easier on yourself. And then just some icon stuff you can change. We're going to leave that as is. I'm not gonna mess with it too much. So we're just gonna dive into it. And you can see you can just basically mash the A button to get through this a little bit easier. I believe this also has the whole B to run thing, so that'll be nice. There we go. I tested it out on a different emulator. Didn't quite work out. I'm actually slightly off-center. Not that it's the biggest thing in the world. We're gonna name him Gary. We're gonna name him Gary. Grab my water. There we go. Alright, check if... Withdraw them. Just the potion. Yes, hold B to run. I am faster than ever. Whoops. There we go. Alright. So we're doing the same old song and dance here. Like I said, like, we were playing Pokemon PureRed. Now we've got this updated version of it, which I think, I could be wrong, I think it was actually August of this year was like the 2.51 patch, as it were. So, we're okay with that. Yes, Gary's waiting. So, I believe as well, like, there's actual, like, because there were move changes, like as far as what some of the moves did when we were playing it. I think they rebalanced the moves again. So I don't even think we're going to see the same stuff that we had before. So it's going to be a new adventure. In every sense of the word. But yep. So we'll see how this goes. We're hoping this laptop doesn't die before we end this adventure. It would be nice. So right now, as far as me producing content again, it's going to be much lower than what it was before. We're right now just going to stick with this. We've got, because we have to make sure all the, like, audio's fine, the video's fine, That we can still upload, whatnot, have the space to do it. Basically all the stuff. Because we gotta just gotta make sure that it's all doable. It's all gonna be fine. I'm gonna play it safe. Just use the potion. Won't risk it. But yep, we'll see what other stuff's changed. This all is actually pretty normal. I remember, I think in the old Pokemon PureRed, Charmander had Pound because they changed Scratch, which was very interesting. There's the experience bar. It's a shame that it can't be a different color, but we're gonna take our small wins. But you can see, if I actually move the mouse, you can see my little mouse pointer. Where this black bar is the experience bar. Luckily, it doesn't actually extend here, so you can actually see when it starts, and it just goes to the end. And that's how that works. There we go. There we go. Alright. And if you're wondering, why did I choose Charmander? Always choose Charmander. That's not even a thing. It just isn't. I don't even think about another type of Pokemon. It's fires and whatever else I catch in the wilds. So we're gonna run up, grab Pokemon's Professor Oak's parcel. We'll get it right one day. Alright. And then mosey on over. I think it'll be I'm hoping it comes through. I don't actually need to heal. That was slightly accidental. I'm used to having to go through to get to a Pokemon Center first every time I go to the town. That's just pure instinct. Anyway, I'm hoping it does come through on the video. It's always hard to tell when you're doing, recording and then repackaging it. But this game actually plays now in 60 frames per second, like as I'm running around and whatnot. It's really weird. I'm not used to it. Because it's normally a 30 frame game. It doesn't even think about going above that. Sometimes it can go even slower. But yeah, no, it's a really nice upgrade where I can actually play at 60 frames per second. The irony, of course, being that my laptop is outputting at 120 hertz, i.e. 120 frames, so it gets, it tries its best. Imagine if they made this into a 4K resolution. Like, how crazy would that be? Oh, we do need Pokeballs. That is going to be necessary for all the stuff. Just grab a whole bunch. Doesn't matter. They don't sell TMs. How are Train's supposed to get by without any quality moves on their Pokemon? I can't remember if he's actually there. I don't think he is normally. I was just wondering what you were doing. Just wondering. Whoops. Alright, now we do the Pokemon hunting. This is exciting. Oh, that's unusual. That is highly. I mean, I don't even think you see a Doduo in the wild till much later. Even then, if it's outside of the, whatchamacallit, Safari Zone, yes. Anyway, we're gonna hope this Doduo doesn't knock on my poor Charmander. Alright. Pokeball. Come on, be nice to me. Be nice. Okay. The double kick actually gonna be super useful if it's all Brock Pokemon, And then this is new as well. I remember seeing this where it now shows you sort of its stats in general. But you do have to press B to get out of that. However, if I've understood this correctly, you can hit B instead of mashing A through all the text that it normally does, and it'll close the Pokédex entry entirely. It's a bit of a... I don't know if that was actually in the original game, because I just kept mashing A all the time. As people are wont to do. But it's an interesting addition, all the same. All the same. Got some water on my nose. Uncomfortable. Now I know what it's like to be Hobbs. There we go, just skip, whoops. Oops, just hit start. I believe like nicknames for Pokemon are also much longer. I'm gonna take a safety heal real quickly, just to play it safe. Yes, 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 yes. Alright, running back out. This is what we do for fun. Alright, so we're gonna still want a Pikachu. That's gonna be the fun one. That's gonna be the best one. Okay, Nidoran boy, yes. As usual as well, like, we should be able to find all the Pokemon eventually, if we wanted to. We're not terribly big on it, we'd rather just beat the game, but... Alright, it's actually pretty good. Use the Pokeball. I wouldn't mind finding Caterpie as well, just to really round out the whole thing. Oops. See, you could just hit B, but again, we're used to mashing A. I'll get it down. It's less than ideal. Alright. We did find... Oops, there we go. Oh, I wonder if... Let me check real quickly. Yeah, so we can... Yes, okay, so that is a big thing. So Pokemon that we do see, we can find on the map area to locate them again. And then Squirtle is somewhere past Cerulean. Somewhere around that area. It's not too bad. I don't think we actually found Pidgeys. A little bit. Yeah, found the Rattata, didn't find the Pidgey. And we would actually kind of like to in case we can't find a Spearow. Well, let's not go down here. Okay. Again, another interesting find. Another interesting find. I don't want it necessarily. And I'm not trying to capture every single Pokemon. Okay. Change of plan, boys. We're getting this Caterpie. Like, if Butterfree still learns, like, the sleep powders, like, that's still gonna be useful in case I try to capture an Abra, if it's in the same place. Which it may not be, but Butterfree can still be quite useful. Caterpie and Metapod's less useful. Just doesn't happen. Alright. I also gotta get used to, the fact that the camera's now from the laptop, not from where it used to be on top of the TV screen. I could technically set it up as such, but I'm kinda just... We're gonna stick with this for now. Stick with just doing all it on the laptop. Oh, okay. So normally that's an antidote. Whoa, stop it. Yes, yep, they're looking out. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, you're a trainer. Okay, okay, that's a problem. We're not prepared for this. We have one potion on standby. Okay, it's just a Rattata, it's fine. It's fine. Oh gosh, alright. I believe the AI as well has been cleared up a bit from where it normally is. We're just gonna Yes, yep. Took one for the team, boy! Just try to use all our weak Pokemon. Oh, okay, so they also changed it so that the low health beep sound is not constant. That's actually really nice, by the way. It's... Oh! That is a plus. That is... Like, I guess it doesn't do that whole glitch thing of running faster when it beeps. But... You know, it's tiny detail. It's a very powerful attack, by the way. Oh, I do have double kick. I'm not used to Doduo having double kick as an option. I'm not used to having Doduo, if I'm being honest, but we have a bird Pokemon, and the double kick can at least be useful. Okay. Feeling a little bit more comfortable. Oh, I really wanted you to learn Ember instead, but we'll take it. Alright. Little Pidgey. Now double kick isn't going to be that useful. You did good, Doduo. Alright, Nidoran female. Oh, good thing it has Sand Attack. Good thing. Okay, we just needed to hit as often as possible. I wonder if Gust is still normal, like as it is in Gen 1, or if that got upgraded to being like a flying attack like Peck is. Because it's not like any other like normal Pokemon can learn it. Okay, there we go, yeah. So it did briefly do the speed up attack, but I guess it cuts out when it stops beeping and it goes back to normal speeds. The fact that Charmander learns Leer next is actually pretty standard. Alright. Now a tackle, yes. Okay. Perfect. Now that we know that there are trainers where they're not supposed to be... Oh, that music is different. I haven't seen any yet, and we're not going to see any for a while because we're going to rush back home. That was pure scary scary. Pure scary scary. Alright. I'll probably eventually go back to doing editing as well, cutting out the long trips. For now, I just want to make sure that these videos can get uploaded and everyone's going to be happy, and that there will be no consequences. No severe consequences of me trying to do this all on the laptop. One step at a time. As they say, 1 foot at a time. Alright, but we do want to go exploring inside. I'm also curious to see what other Pokemon are here in this section. I don't mind a Rattata, I just don't necessarily need it. Not as much anymore now that we can get... I mean, the Doduo was a surprise. We already got a Caterpie. Okay, we're gonna take it slow in case there's a trainer hidden up here. Alright. I just would like to know if there's a little Pikachu. Wow, okay, so items can be stacked when you find those. That's interesting. I actually do want to switch to Pokeballs on top first. Okay. And then we're just gonna do some exploring. Okay. Alright, was not expecting that. I mean, that's a forest of bugs. Do I really need it? I've got a Caterpie. It's not like he's super useful. I mean, yeah, it evolves into Venomoth and can learn Poison Powder. There we go, okay. This is important. We gotta concentrate. Charmander, don't let me down, buddy. This is the most important capture of our lives. Can't let this go to waste. Like, please don't crit, whatever you do. Okay. Alright, now what we do is throw a Pokeball. Come on. Okay. Yes! Pikachu is mine! Don't need to give it a nickname. Alright. I would... If I found... Like, Pidgey could easily replace, like, one of the Nidorans. Doduo's here just mostly for the double kick for Brock's Pokemon. If they're... like, they should be. I don't know if it's gonna be just Geodude and Onix, but if it's just gonna be Rock Pokemon... Oops, Doduo will be useful. Accidentally hit the table there. So, but the question is, where would you find a Spearow? Where would you find... I mean, at least, we should be able to find Pidgey in the normal locations. Yeah. Well, that's all. Well, that's all standard. But do we find Spearow inside Viridian Forest? Kind of like that. Or do we find it here? Like, close to, like, anime reference? Oh! Hello there. That is different. This feels more like a randomizer at this point. Let's be real. Whoops, there we go, there we go. This D-pad, not necessarily the best, but we're gonna work with it. Solid inputs, as I would say. We don't try to roll across the D-pad. Just try to hit the very edges, as it were. Alright. Well, I think what I'll do is talk to this Yes. I think he says the same thing, actually. I don't think he's actually a new person. Not like that last hiding in the grass. Alright. So I think what I'll do is we'll start doing the training for our Pokemon here. We'll do basically a separate recording in case we find something new, which is quite doable, especially if we find a Spearow. But that's gonna be all for next time. I will see you later. Hopefully we'll get back into the groove here, and I know it's been a while, but glad to be back in action, and you all have a good day. Take care, everyone.